Welcome to Holly's Quiet Harbor. Take a deep breath and let your mind begin to rest. There are days when gratitude feels easy, and then there are the other days. The days when everything feels slightly off balance, when small inconveniences feel strangely sharp, when your patience runs thin before noon, when the world feels loud, your mind feels crowded, and your heart quietly whispers, "I don't think I can do one more thing today." This meditation is not here to force positivity onto pain. You don't need to pretend this is a beautiful day. You don't need to convince yourself that everything happens for a reason. You don't need to deny exhaustion, grief, frustration, disappointment, or anger. Instead, this is an invitation to gently widen the frame. Because even on difficult days, there are still small places where life continues to hold you. So now, we'll practice noticing them. Not perfectly or performatively, just honestly. So, wherever you are, allow yourself to settle in naturally. You don't need to empty your mind. Just let yourself arrive and notice the surface beneath you. Whether it's a chair, a bed, a floor, a place that's supporting your body without asking anything from you. Notice the temperature of the air against your skin. Notice that your body, despite all it has carried, is still here, still breathing, still trying. And perhaps, before we go any further, you might quietly acknowledge this. You survived today. Even if it was messy, even if you were impatient, even if you cried in the car, or snapped at someone, or felt numb, or accomplished almost nothing at all, you are still here. And sometimes that is the first gratitude. Not joy or triumph, just survival. Now, instead of searching for grand blessings, we're going to look for very small ones. The kind we often overlook because they seem too ordinary to matter. But ordinary things have carried human beings through difficult times for centuries. A warm drink, a familiar voice, a dog resting nearby, the sound of rain, a clean towel, the way evening light falls across a room, the relief of taking off uncomfortable shoes, the first moments of silence after noise, tiny mercies, quiet anchors. And perhaps today, your gratitude doesn't sound like, "My life is wonderful." Perhaps it sounds more like, "That conversation helped more than I expected." "I'm grateful the headache eased." "I'm grateful I made it home safely." "I'm grateful someone texted me back." "I'm grateful for this blanket." "I'm grateful I don't have to solve everything tonight." Let gratitude become smaller, softer, more human. Because difficult days often teach us that gratitude isn't always fireworks. Sometimes it's simply noticing What didn't abandon you? Now imagine your day laid out in front of you, not as a list of failures or frustrations, but as a long path you walked. Notice where the path became difficult. Maybe there was disappointment, stress, conflict, loneliness, uncertainty. Maybe you felt invisible today. Maybe you carried responsibilities no one else noticed. Maybe you spent the entire day taking care of everyone else while quietly running on empty yourself. And if that is true, let this moment hold compassion for the version of you that kept going anyway. Not because you're superhuman, but because you are human, and humans keep trying. Now, somewhere along that difficult path, look for one small thing that offered comfort. Not perfection, just comfort. Maybe it was sunlight through a window. Maybe it was laughter from another room. Maybe it was music in the car. Maybe it was your pet greeting you at the door. Maybe it was simply the moment you finally sat down. Stay there for a moment. Let your nervous system remember, even hard days contain moments of refuge. And the more we train ourselves to notice them, the more visible they become. Now gently place a hand over your chest if that feels comfortable, and hear these words slowly. I don't need to wait for a perfect life to practice gratitude. I can be grateful and struggling, grateful and grieving, grateful and exhausted, grateful and uncertain. Because gratitude is not denial, it's remembrance, and remembering that even here, even now, there are still traces of goodness around me. Now imagine gathering the small good things from today. A moment of rest, a sip of water when you were thirsty, a kind cashier, the softness of your pillow, a breeze through an open door, the fact that your heart still responds to beauty at all. Gather them gently, like sea glass collected from the shore. Tiny pieces, not impressive individually, but together they begin to form something healing. And maybe this practice matters because difficult days have a way of shrinking our vision. Pain narrows the world. Stress convinces us that only the hard parts are real. But gratitude quietly expands the room again. It reminds us there's still beauty here and tenderness, still life unfolding around me, still reasons to stay connected to this world. As this meditation begins to close, you don't need to leave transformed. You don't need to suddenly feel peaceful or inspired. But perhaps you can leave a little less consumed by the hard parts, a little more aware of the quiet things that carried you. Before sleep comes, perhaps you might simply whisper, "Thank you for this breath. Thank you for this moment of rest. Thank you for what remained gentle today. Thank you for helping me make it through. And if tomorrow is still difficult, may you remember this. Gratitude is not reserved for perfect days. Sometimes it shines most beautifully in the middle of imperfect ones. Rest now. You have carried enough for one day.